to Los Angeles, I had to write a short script, and at the workshop we shot a scene from the script with professional actors and a mentor director. And I go back out for the second half of the fellowship in November for the film festival, and during the film festival there's a 48-hour film race where we shoot the projects that we workshopped.
Now, 48 hours, that seems like a time crunch.
It is a time crunch.
Oh, man.
We can do as much pre-production as we want up until that point. We just can't shoot or edit until that 48-hour period.
Now, how long did it take for you to write the script for that?
It took me a couple of weeks, actually, yeah. And they also have a writers guild group that meets, and they read my script and critiqued it and gave me notes so that I could tighten my script and, focus on the story a little more. My story takes place in the future, in the year 2061. It's called The Burden of Being, and it's about this Native American man who's arrested for speaking his tribal language.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. So is it more sci-fi or more
It is
comedy?
definitely more sci-fi. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
My goal is to put Native people in stories that you don't normally see them in, like a zombie film, or like a sci-fi futuristic tale. Yeah, so that's kind of always my goal is to show Native people in a different light.
That's really cool because there aren't a lot of movies out here today that have like Native Americans as the lead. You have like Twilight, and that's
right.
That's
and they're werewolves. But hey, I'm thankful. They're getting work, so that's cool.
There you go.
Yeah, Rod's writing the next Twilight.
No.
And I will watch it. And I'll buy the little Barbies. I do that.
Nice.
Now, will this be the first time you've ever filmed on the actual, movie lot,
It was the first time I've ever worked on a lot.
Really?
Yes.
Was that exciting?
It was pretty cool. It wasn't a soundstage, it was just a room they let us have. But a room that they
You got conference room.
I know, yeah. But it still was on the CBS lot, we had to have passes, and they just let us in there, and so I kind of wandered around some of the sound stages and took pictures and just acted like I belonged to there.
Right.
No one kicked me off. It was a lot of fun.
There you go. And you won numerous awards for this film. Speak on some of the awards?
Yes, thank you. We won, gosh, I can't even...
I
know we won the Audience Award in Tulsa. We won Best Native American Film in Colorado Springs. We're still getting screened at festivals. We just played at the Native Cinema Showcase in Santa Fe just in August. And just this past weekend in Tulsa, we were screened as in the retrospective section of the Red Fork Native American Film Festival. That's where we won the Audience Award. So yeah, it still has legs somehow.
Now, are you promoting it, or is it that does it have a life of its own now?
It kind of is taking on a life of its own. We're available on Amazon actually to buy on DVD.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if you just go to Amazon and look and search for The Dead Can't Dance, we pop right up. We're selling DVDs every month. October is sort of our Christmas, so we're doing pretty well this month. But yeah, so it just sort of still has legs of its own, which is great.
That's awesome. And we'll put a link on our website to get it on Amazon, so you can just go to our website, click on the movie link, and you'll be able to pick it up right on our website. So that'll work out very conveniently.
Yeah, you can. You can rent it also just to stream online, or you can buy the actual DVD.
So see, it's turning into a cult classic, huh?
yeah, thanks. I hope so.
Yeah, I was like, just being your friend, I was like, you're talking about like you're going to like film festivals and like stuff like that. I swear to God, you're here 1 week, you're gone the next.
I know.
And
it's awesome.
and yeah, I know this is like slowly growing legs, but it's like what about like I know you do shorts and stuff like that. Do you have your shorts up anywhere?
I don't currently have my shorts up. My goal last year was to make 10 short films, which is pretty ambitious. We actually ended up making 9, and then I made a blooper reel and counted that. But yeah, last year was really a lot of fun. I have a solid, super ambitious crew that will jump off a bridge with me. But I ended up showing 6 of them. I was really happy with 6 of them. But I'm still submitting some of those to festivals, so you can't technically have them online until you're done with your festival run. But it should be pretty soon that I release everything online.
Now, with all this traveling and film festivals all around the country, do you have any time to relax and just take a break?
Not really, not lately. We also just had our Tallgrass Film Festival here,
right?
Which was a great success. But I covered that for the Eagle.
The paper. Yeah.
And So October's just been a whirlwind so far, but it's great. It's great, but no, I don't have a lot of downtime.
Now, how did the Tall Grass Film Festival turn out? Was there a good turnout for that?
Really good
Yeah.
crowds, really great films.
And it's slowly building into, you know, a formidable film
It
festival.
really is, and word is getting out about it. Just filmmakers that come here are just blown away by the hospitality and how good the festival is, you know. And I've been to lots of film festivals, and it
Right.
certainly stands up against some of the others. And they treat their filmmakers really, really well, and that's not always the case.
That's
Sometimes
right.
you show up and you're let off, and you good luck, you know. This is when you're screening, and you know, good luck getting around, or what, you know. So Tallgrass really does a good job of treating everyone right.
That's good to hear. That's good
Yes.
to hear. What about filmmaking here in Kansas? Is that a hot industry? I mean, is it?
Do they help?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, we probably know the state doesn't probably
Yeah. But
give a lot of breaks or anything.
They
for
don't. They
filmmakers.
used to, but I don't think that tax incentive is at work anymore. I think, but
But
as
do they try to make it easy for you? Do they if you say you want to like go film somewhere, are they pretty lax on giving you permission to?
actually they are. What's cool about Kansas is you don't need a permit to shoot on a public space.
Ooh,
Um,
you have to remember that.
They have the Kansas Film Commission, based out of Topeka, is ready. That's their job, is to get films made in Kansas, and they helped us immensely. For the Dead Cat Dance, we needed a rest stop, a highway rest stop to shoot, and I know the director has helped us before, Peter Halso. He worked with the Kansas Department of Transportation. They shut down a rest stop for us, and we had it for like a day. Yeah. And so
You made some drunkards mad.
probably, yeah. Someone had to pee, just had to hold it a little bit longer. But yeah, the Kansas Film Commission is a wonderful institution, and they really do help filmmakers. As an industry, it's not thriving yet, but there's a lot of people working in the trenches doing stuff. There's a lot of, especially around the Lawrence area, there's a lot of films being made. In Wichita, well, actually in Wichita there are a lot of burgeoning filmmakers. Tallgrass and Creative Rush just had a 24-hour film race this past summer, and they had something like 36 teams register to enter this 24-hour film race.
Wow.
Yeah, which is a lot. It's like
Yeah.
over 100 filmmakers that are all collaborate on this, and I think they had 24 teams turn in their films on time.
Now, do you think like local filmmaking as an industry it's say getting bigger over
Yes.
the last like 10 years?
I
or
think
so?
it is. Yeah, I think it is. Especially as Tallgrass evolves, they have programs that they're trying to help, support emerging filmmakers, things like that. So, and with today's technology, it's just perfectly possible for anyone to make a film. So kids are growing up already knowing this knowledge, of filmmaking, digital filmmaking, whereas the rest of us had to learn it when it arrived.
Vine's
So
actually
it's- yeah.
Vine's actually helping people.
Yes, right, yes, exactly.
Those,
So
those,
yeah,
those little kids with like the little 60 or 30-second clips or whatever.
right. Yeah. People growing up in a YouTube generation where making videos is like no problem whatsoever. So yeah, I think it's definitely growing.
Yeah. So for like say newbie filmmakers or people that are just getting started or have an interest in the kids, maybe be in high school or just starting college, any words of advice on how to get started, further the career?
Sure, yeah, I get asked that all the time. I tell everyone, it's like, just do it. Don't worry about if you're going to make mistakes or if it's going to be good or bad. You just have to dig in and do
Exactly.
it and figure it out as you go along. Because if you want to do it, you're already going to have an aptitude
Yeah.
for it. You probably already study film and love film. So just make a short project, just a 2-page script even. Just shoot it and edit it, see what works, see what doesn't, and you'll figure it out.
Kirsten?
Wow. Oh, I actually was thinking more about your writing process. Like, are most of the ideas that you pop in your head, is there any specific genre that you gravitate towards?
I was really surprised. I surprised myself that I made a zombie film, because I never would have pictured myself making a zombie film. But I just love movies. But I'm a sci-fi fan. Star Wars changed my life. So growing up, watching those movies, I loved Close Encounters. I loved Alien. So I really sort of gravitate towards that. So this short film that I'm making that takes place in the future is really my first attempt in a genre that I love. So I'm really excited about it.
Do you just have, like, ideas in your head all the time?
I do. It's like I can't turn it off. But no, it's great. But the ideas are great. What's the hard part is the story. And that is the writing. I get told that all the time. It's like, oh, you should make a movie about blank, or you should make a movie about this. And I'm like, okay, so what's the story? Like
Zombie
the
Housewives.
story. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like the idea is the easy part. The story is the hard part. But yeah. I sort of had wheels turning all the time.
Wow. I don't know. That's really cool.
Well, Kirsten, you're a creative type. You have.
I know. I would love to be a writer, and I've tried, but I have
You get to the part with
Point
the
A.
pictures.
I have point B and I have point C. I just don't know how to connect them. So I have
Yeah,
a lot of
that's the
respect for
hard
what
part.
you do because
Yeah,
it's
thanks.
difficult.
Thank you. Yes, it is. It is.
Anyway, I'm just saying. I think you can do it. If you put your mind to it.
Thank
All right. Anyway, but yeah. So don't forget, it's this Friday and Saturday. Times again?
9:30 and midnight
9:30 and midnight. Let's pack the house.
at the Palace Theater.
Exactly. You know what, Kirsty, you're gonna be there, right?
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
All right.
I'm off. I don't work on Friday. So.
See, and you're gonna be there, right?
Yes, I'll
See,
always
we'll
be
all
there.
be there. I'll probably be there on Saturday because I think I have to work on Friday. But yeah, pack the house and give some support to a local director who's making a name for himself and making the city of Wichita proud and everybody involved. So that's a good deal. One more thing before we let you go, I wanted to get your thoughts on the whole Washington Redskins changing their name. It's been in the news here it comes in and out of the news every 4 or 5 years or so.
Right.
And now it's gotten some more legs, and a lot of people are up in arms about it. The owner, Dan Snyder of the Washington Redskins, he says there's no way in hell that he's going to change the name. And I just wanted to get your take on it. What do you think?
Well, I think originally when they were naming the teams way back when, they probably did think, Indians are cool, so we want to,
Right.
But what doesn't bother, the names don't bother me as much as the behavior that surrounds them. I saw an Atlanta Braves game, and when they were doing the Tomahawk Hop, I felt like so alone. And, it was just, it made my skin crawl. So the mascot stuff and the chanting and all that stuff, that's what really bothers me, rather more so than the names. So I think if they did change the name, that stuff would stop.
Yeah, and I get that. Like the peripherals,
Yeah,
it's
that
cartoony.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
they're
like the Cleveland Indians
it's-
mascot.
Yeah, Chief
yeah.
Wahoo or
Yeah.
whatever.
See, that's I think that's what it perpetuates, and that people still think it's okay to do that is what bothers me. I went to the Lone Ranger. I saw opening night screening of the Lone Ranger, and people showed up as Indians. Yeah, with the cheek feathers and everything.
Wow.
I'm just like, really?
And that pissed me off anyway for Johnny Depp trying to play
Oh,
Tonto.
yeah.
Come
Don't get
on.
me started.
What, you're not a fan of a dead curl?
No.
Well, I understand in the 1920s and 30s, wasn't a lot of Native Americans in motion pictures, so you might have to get. But it's the same thing as Al Jolson, putting on blackface,
Right,
and
right,
trying to play
yeah.
a black person.
Right.
Or when Birth of a Nation, you have, white folks playing black people. I get, come on.
Right,
In
yeah.
2013, that's a bit ridiculous. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a bit corny
Yeah.
and hack. So,
Well, and I know you dance in like powwows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just the difference because I've seen you're like dancing costumes and stuff for your guys' powwows.
Right.
They're actually freaking gorgeous compared to like what you would normally think of like Indian feathers and stuff
Right.
like that put
Right.
together.
Yeah,
it's
nothing
it's
like
complete.
that.
It's nothing like what you see people dress up as.
Right, yeah.
well, and we were talking on the other show too, because there's a couple of guys on the other show that are alumni of Wichita North High School, and they have the Redskins, nickname also.
Right.
Now, one of the guys said that they've actually consulted with some of the local tribes, that's here in town, and they said that, there wasn't really a problem with using the Redskins Indian name, I guess, as long as, kind of like you said, they use it in a respectful way,
Right.
Now,
right.
say if they were to change, if the Washington Redskins were to keep the same logo but kind of change up, or keep the same nickname but change, maybe the logo. I don't know how you would do that,
Yeah.
but change the
Yeah,
logo
right.
kind of respectively. Would that be okay?
I guess so.
But what's the point?
I don't know. Yeah,
Right?
if you're gonna change
Just
it,
change it
just
all the
change
way.
It all the
Just-
way.
yeah,
Yeah.
get rid of
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to. I mean, Kirsty, I know you would be in favor of the Nashville Coons or something like that. Nobody's a fan of that. Just get rid of it.
Right.
Anyway, well, we thank you for joining our show once
thank you.
again. You have an open invitation anytime you have anything to promote.
Thank you.
Remember, Dead Can't Dance is at the Palace this weekend, Friday and Saturday night, 9:30 and
Then
midnight. Okay, you can find Rod's website at rodzilla.com. You can find him on Facebook. I'm sure if you search, you can find him on Twitter. He's out there somewhere. But yeah, support a local filmmaker. And he's doing wonderful things, not only for Native Americans, but for Kansans and for independent filmmakers all over. So we thank you for joining our show.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, gang.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Fun.
Wow.
Kirsten, you talk to me.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, man.
thank you. See you.
Come and hang out with us anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see ya. Probably see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Got holy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we probably saw the video running, don't we?
I don't think I ever changed it. Oh, well, I can edit it in 22.
Hey, we're back.